from Fork in the Loaf, and today I want to do meal planning. I have a system that I've been doing for several years. I tweak it here and there, but for the most part I'm just going to give you the gist of how I plan my dinners. I usually do a month of dinners. So to get started, I'm going to have to turn the camera down and I will show you what I have going on the table. Okay, so one of the first things that I do is I do an inventory of my refrigerator, and it's kind of tedious, but when I do the inventory, it gets me up to date with what's in there. And although I know most of the stuff that's in there, there are often things that I forget. And I look on here and I see that I know that I bought this about a week ago. I need to use those up. I don't put stuff like ketchup, mustard. Often I wouldn't even put cheeses on there, but I have an excessive amount of cheeses right now that I know I want to remember to use. So I start with an inventory. The next thing I do is I have a calendar, and normally I would put that on my phone, but my phone is recording right now. So I printed out a calendar for my Google Calendar, and I know which days my husband works. I have all the activities that are coming up, any appointments, and there's a couple of things that I remember. I remember it's going to be hot. We're in July. I know I'm not going to want to use my oven. I know I'm not going to want to use a whole lot of cooking on my stove. I do a lot of outside cooking during July. I know that we have a family reunion coming. I know that we have the 4th of July activities coming. So the next thing I'm going to do is I bullet journal. This is my June menu. This is my July. I keep all of my menus in my bullet journal from January, and I'm not perfect at it. I just like to get a rough idea. In July, I don't do a lot of soups. One of the things that I like to do with my menus is kind of create a theme for each day of the week. So on Mondays, I alternate mundane. Like mundane would be simple things like roasted thighs, spatchcock chicken. Let's see, it's something that's kind of just basic meat and potatoes, not elaborate, kind of mundane. Tuesdays I alternate Taco Tuesday and a Paleo Tuesday. Wednesdays I will do Asian and slow cook. Thursdays we do a barbecue and a throwback. Fridays we do a fun or Italian. Saturdays we will do a dine out. Usually on the Saturdays that my husband doesn't work, we'll plan for a dine out. And the other Saturdays I will do a casserole or a skillet, something that's very easy. Sundays are days that we take off and we stay at home and rest, and it's our Sabbath day, so we keep it very holy. So we will do stuff like Ritz chicken, which is something the girls absolutely love. Beef coins with gravy. It's more like just chunks of beef in a beef gravy with onions, and sometimes you can add mushrooms, and we just put that on mashed potatoes and serve it with something simple like green beans. So over here, on my menu over here, I think I'm just going to use black ink so you can see it a little bit better. And we are going to do, so my last Monday was a meatless, and I go meatless, seafood, mundane. So if meatless was last, we're going to do a seafood on this day and a mundane on this day. So on my calendar, I have all of my themes that I do for each different day of the week, and all that really is a guide. It helps me kind of come up with ideas or decisions for those specific days. I don't always follow them, but it is a good way of kind of saying, oh, this is kind of traditional, or oh, this is kind of American, I'm going to put it here. So I like to do this next part in a pencil. I change things all the time, and I'm constantly trying to do two or three different things as I'm trying to make this. I don't want to do chicken 4 days in a row. And so sometimes as I'm brainstorming my ideas down, I realize I've got 3 chicken dishes, so I got to rearrange them a little bit. Over here I have a master meal list. It has a lot of our favorites, and I'll often use this to help me come up with ideas here. If I can't come up with ideas from here, I'll often look back on my other menus and say and determine, oh yeah, we really like this. Oh yeah, we really like that. We are looking for a mundane, and I have a list of mundane things here. I know downstairs in the freezer we have lots of different kinds of meats. I know I have some whole chickens that I've been wanting to do. I would like to do I need to make some broth soon. So I'm going to do a spatchcock chicken here. I have shrimp tacos, lime chicken, Asian brisket, Brenner, chicken marsala, chicken enchiladas. That's a lot of chicken. I could do, let's do beef enchiladas, because then I can just use some ground beef. I don't have any ground beef anywhere. When I plan my month, I'm just brainstorming. I'm just writing down the ideas of what we can serve for those days. Then I just fill all this in, and this becomes my month. Now that I have my month outline, I'm going to go through. Now see here, I've got some of the sides added, but here I don't have any sides, hardly any sides. I've started, but I don't have hardly anything. So for Monday, thighs, roasted reds, green beans. Now my roasted reds have a tendency to go in the Instant Pot right now because it's so hot outside. Today is Tuesday. We're going to do a Frito dinner. So for Frito dinner, I already have the taco meat ready. And then we're just going to have lettuce, tomatoes, salsa. It's basically like a big taco salad. I need to know that this day here, I'm going to be making sourdough crust. So I'm going to move over to my Thursday, and I'm going to write, this is my list of things to do. I do 6 things to do, try to find 6 things to do every day. So here I'm going to put, what was I doing? Prep pizza dough. Actually, no, because it's something I could do in the morning, Friday. Prep pizza dough first thing. Okay, I have all my appointments here. I have my video blogging and vlogging, and all right, taco skillet for Saturday, and I think I'm going to do it fajita style. And because I have 1 chicken, 2 chickens, a beef, and grilled chicken burgers, so I think I'm going to do a steak skillet this day. So I'm going to write in steak here. Steak taco skillet, and then I'm going to actually make this a steak fajita skillet. Now what I'm going to do, since I have my week planned out, I'm going to go over to my shopping list. Do I have anything else that I need to use up? Carrots and celery I will probably do sticks with and put them out on the table with one of our lunches. We're going to be using that in our, we'll be using our mozzarella cheese on our pizza night. We'll be using our other cheeses on our steak skillet and our Frito dinner night. We're good. On Sunday, I want to do grilled chicken burgers. Now to do the grilled chicken burgers, I'm going to need buns. So Saturday, I'm going to go back to here, and on Saturday, I'm going to put on here that I need to prep on Saturday, I'm going to put prep buns for tomorrow. For the skillets, I have 1 pepper that's getting pretty old, so I'm going to need 2 peppers. I've got tons of onions, and I'm going to need more zucchini because I will be using the zucchini up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need pepperoni, so I'm going to put meat here. I'm going to put pepperoni. That's all I need for a shopping list. Most of the things that I keep, I have a pantry. We can so much stuff, and a lot of the stuff is already downstairs. So that's it. Once I get done filling in July, I am done with my planning. So It's a lot, but it's not. So when you become familiar with what you and your family like to eat, and when you become familiar with your menu style, it took me a minute to find this style. I've done a few different ways. The whole sticky paper thing, I can't do that. I lose them. They drive me crazy. I don't do that. I prefer pencil. Pencil just works really good for me. I've tried online. I've tried where I've had the little pieces of paper hanging on my fridge and I just write it out all the time, and it was great, but then you have to go buy a new pad when you're done, and I just don't have time for that. And I bullet journal, so everything I do goes into my bullet journal. Why not have my menu in here as well? You could keep it in here. I've done lists where I just do list it by month. This is just what works for me. I've done it where I print out a piece of my calendar, and then I just put my menu on my calendar, and then I kept them in a 3-ring binder. That's how I used to do, and I keep them because I use them as references. Like if I can't figure out something to put for an Asian dish, then I'm gonna go back and look and see what I've done in the past that we liked and choose that Asian dish. So I have tried not planning. Matter of fact, I did that for a lot of years, and for some people, that works. You can do do it on the fly, I guess. Problem with me is that if I have to do it on the fly and I don't have anything pulled out, it is a very good excuse for us to go out and eat. And I love to go out and eat because I love to cook, but I don't love to cook every single day because I have to. So for me, to have something planned that I can pull out of the oven ahead of time and I have to cook it so it doesn't go bad, that's what keeps me accountable. Good luck. I hope this helped you out a little bit or gave you some good ideas. And I will, when I get done filling out my July, maybe I'll post a picture at the end of the video. So thanks for joining me on this adventure of A Fork in the Loaf.